Alright, so we just been through a little walk through nature. Hella relaxing. I like doing it without earphones as well. And just hear everything that's going on around you. We're about to go ahead and hit the gym soon, so I'm just trying to get a few quick little carbs in me so I don't run out of energy while working out. So yeah, I just came off that deload week, obviously. So for the next month, I'm going back to what I was usually doing. A lot of sets, a lot of reps, lighter weight. But I think for this last month, these last 4 weeks, throw a little bit of progressive overload in there just to make it a little bit more challenging. Challenge myself a little bit more. Sounds like a good idea, especially with the fact that after this phase, I'm going into a strength phase or maintenance phase. I'll see what I decide, depending on how my body feels at the end of all of this. I have reduced my volume a little bit, and I intend to increase it week for week for these last 4 weeks, so we'll see how that goes as well. Just play smart, you know. Food's eaten. Just got to find a spot to take a piss. Hope there's toilets out here. And we'll hit the gym. Today we're hitting our chest and shoulders, and we're going to go ahead and start off with the machine cable chest fly, or pec decks, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to keep it a bit technical here. The amount of stretch in my chest and the amount of pump I get after each and every set is unbelievable. So y'all are going to see me using these a lot in my videos. I'll usually do these first as a warm-up exercise or towards the end as a finisher. Usually I'll do 5 to 6 sets, but since I'm coming off the deload, I only did 4 sets. And while I'm sitting here, I always superset chest flies with machine rear delt flies, or reverse pec decks if you want to call it that. Usually when I do these, I'll have my hands facing in a vertical direction with my palms facing down so that I only focus on hitting my rear delts. But during this session, I have my hands facing in a more vertical direction. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but you do end up hitting your side delt as well as your rear delt, so you get a 2-for-1 combo. I had 4 sets of these as well since it was a superset with the chest fly. Moving on, we've got an incline dumbbell bench press. I couldn't manage to find a spot to put my camera with good lighting to record, so this is the best I could do. So there's someone in the back practicing and posing, but you know, we still gotta do our thing. We move on, we carry on. I only had 3 working sets as I'm coming off that deload week. First working set, I used 30 kilogram dumbbells, and the last 2 working sets, I used 32.5 kilogram dumbbells, and my rep range was between 10 and 12 reps. If you know me personally, you know I'm not a big fan of barbell bench pressing or flat bench pressing in general, so I do resort to incline bench pressing. I feel like I get a lot more out of it, and I feel like I get a larger range of motion using it instead of just a conventional bench press. Next up, standing calf raise. My calves have been my weak point forever, and it hasn't been until this year where I finally cracked the code when it comes to training them. I've seen a lot of progress in them in the last 6 months. Here's a little clip. I was just checking, you know, just looking at them to see what they look like. Obviously it's a lacking group, so it's going to take a few years for them to catch up. So we'll see what they look like in a few years. Anyway, moving on, I've got Skullcrushers with the easy bar. I love these because of how much technique and focus goes into these. If you're not doing it right, you're pretty much just wasting your time. There's a tremendous amount of stretching behind your triceps when doing these, especially on the long and medial heads of the triceps muscle. In addition to that, the muscles in your forearms are also worked. Time under tension is really important for me when doing Skullcrushers, so I make sure I get the most out of it. So I'll throw negatives in here and there, or really slow reps on purpose. You see I split up the clip so we don't end up sitting here for a really long time watching me do this. I absolutely love pairing up Skullcrushers with another exercise to make a superset. And here I've got a Rear Delt Dumbbell Fly. I've had a lot of focus when it comes to directly training my rear delts. During the first half of this year and before that, I wasn't training my rear delts directly as I've been doing for the past 6 months or so. I'd often just overlook it and be satisfied with the indirect training that I was getting. Not sure as to why I thought like that, especially when it's so easy to train and doesn't require a lot of weight to train your rear delts. I think I have like 3 kilos, about 6 pounds here per dumbbell. To finish off the workout, I had Tricep Dips. I believe this is my last set here, so I should be doing about 10 reps, but I like to keep it between 10 and 15 reps depending on how I'm feeling that day. Dips are something that I do maybe once a week, once every other week, just because of the fact that even though you're doing it with correct form, I really feel like it's something that'll catch up to you in the long run when it comes to aches and pains. Alright, so I just ended the workout pretty much. I just wanted to check my progress, see how I'm looking, see how things are panning out. Obviously it's a process, so you know, we're not at the end of that process yet, but things are looking really good in my opinion. That wraps it up for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Go ahead and comment, like, subscribe, and share the video, and I'll see you on the next video. Alright, for those of y'all that have been following my vlogs, you have noticed I've been using my GoPro, but that shit hasn't been cutting it, so pretty much I'm gonna just go ahead and make the switch over to an iPhone until I'm able to get my hands on a better camera, or just keep using my iPhone in that case.